Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the advantages of using machine learning and the potential scenarios that you might be into while you're considering whether machine learning enabled automation is the right thing for you. There might be many reasons of why you're here, and I think every single one of them is valid. You might be curious, you might be stressed, you might be here because your boss has sent you a not so subtle hint that you need to adopt AI, or else whatever brought you here, it's worth exploring how machine learning can fit into your own world of SEO. I do want to go over different scenarios of when I've thought that machine learning is my best friend, and hopefully you will see the value of these different scenarios as well, and you will find whatever fits for you. Because knowing why you're here is going to make it a lot more pleasant whenever you do decide to hone in and focus on some of the aspects of this course and maybe ignore some of the other aspects that are not so important for your journey. So let's see all of these scenarios and discuss how machine learning can improve your SEO day-to-day. Scenario number 1 is this. Your calendar looks like this. You need help. And let me tell you, help is here for you in the face of machine learning enabled automation. If your calendar looks like this most of the time and you're struggling with meetings, deadlines, if you are agency-wise like I was for a very long time, and maybe, of course, you're an ambitious search marketer trying to improve your skill set, you have also taken a couple of freelance clients on the side, and you have your dinner with your spouse and walking your dog in the calendar somewhere there as well, and you're just trying to balance it all and juggle your life together. Trust me, I've been there. And if that's you, then you will have audits and reports and client calls, and you're also meant to optimize tactically, but also think about strategy as well. So this is where machine learning can become your helping hand. It cannot replace you. I'm not going to sit here and say that we're going to present some truly groundbreaking solutions that can completely make you discard half of your calendars and responsibilities, but it can help you automate the repetitive, soul-crushing tasks that are typically bringing you down. And it will free you to focus on things that are actually exciting and that are actually impactful and that are actually worth your while as a professional. If you don't want to sit here generating meta descriptions from scratch, or writing image captions from scratch, or classifying content by reading it, or figuring out how to improve the content classification system on a million-page website, absolutely, you will learn this in this course, and we will make it faster and more efficient with machine learning as your helping hand. The most important thing in this scenario is to know that machine learning isn't here to replace you. It's not here to steal your job. It's here to give you back the time that you didn't know you were missing because you just weren't as aware of the possibilities that this field has for marketing automation. Scenario number 2. Automation is the future. You've heard it a million times. If you don't embrace automation, your skills are going to become obsolete like yesterday. You are now out of a job because there is a new ChatGPT model that has came out, and it is a million times better than a PhD student, and you're so far behind, and yada, yada, yada. Yes, this thought of being replaced by a glorified script is unsettling, but it is the reality that we're living in today. So if you have heard the argument that automation is the future and that if you don't use automation, someone using automation is going to replace you and so on, then you could use this as your ammunition to fuel yourself on this journey of future-proofing your skills. For instance, you might have in the past only relied on third-party software for classifying search intent. Instead, we will learn how we can do something a little bit more advanced with classification of user queries. Or maybe you have only relied on third-party solutions to give you internal link recommendations. Well, we're going to talk about different ways that you can look at your content from different angles in order to find better internal linking opportunities for your pages and improve that aspect of your work. Instead of relying on a third-party tool, you will become a lot more efficient using machine learning-enabled automation to future-proof your skills and keep your job in this era of AI. The key takeaway in this scenario is that automation is not the enemy. It is a tool that you can use, a power that you can harness to become smarter, become better at your job, become faster, and become more effective as an employee or as a business owner. Scenario number 3. Something big is happening, and it's make or break time. Especially in the past year, we have heard this a million times. with the recent surge in generative AI. We have heard this with the recent surge in video generation and what this means for traditional media, what it means for SEO. We have heard this with the rise of TikTok as well. So you do have probably a lot of stressors and worries from multiple different angles, and even ultimatums. Come back with 10 ways that we can implement AI in our workflows, or don't come back at all, or something like that. Hopefully not, but hopefully you see my point as well. Maybe you're seeing that some of your competitors are already harnessing the power of automation to produce content quicker, to transform some of their content and repurpose it better, or maybe even to optimize their website structures a little bit better. And if that's the case, then machine learning can, of course, be a great way for you to resolve this internal conflict. There are many different areas that you can get very quick wins when it comes to machine learning. When the stakes are as high as they are right now, when it comes to the era of AI and how much hype it's currently getting, knowing that you are on this journey and you are part of the people that are learning about this technology and how to implement it, hopefully gives you the sense of ease that you're on the right track and you are doing what you're supposed to do in order to remain competitive, not only in the job market, but also in terms of skill set for your role. Scenario number 4 is to challenge yourself by learning something new. Maybe you don't have any of the stressors that we discussed. Maybe you don't have anyone over your head, but you're just curious about this technology and you just want to see what are the possible implementations that this technology has in the world of SEO. If that's the case, then I'm very happy that you're curious and that you want to push yourself out of your comfort zone, learn a new skill, and see what's possible. I'm confident that by learning even some of the most basic algorithms, how they work and how you can implement them, is only going to ignite your curiosity, and it's going to lead to even bigger ideas that you might have about this field. So learning machine learning shouldn't be about becoming an expert, becoming a data scientist, becoming a machine learning engineer. It should be about adding a new tool into your toolbox, expanding your perspective, and becoming a little bit more of a well-rounded marketer, especially when technology is now so much integrated within digital marketing and SEO. And finally, my favorite scenario is the take back time argument. If I could summarize this scenario in one sentence, it is that I would much rather be on a walk with my dog in the forest than to be doing anything related to SEO. So I'm sure, honestly, a lot of the people that have to do any kind of work for that matter, not only in digital marketing, in SEO, whatever the field, are in the same boat. Machine learning is here to give you back the hours that you could spend to enjoy your work, but to also enjoy your life. Sometimes, especially in an agency environment, things do pile up quite quickly. And if you can find a way to improve your processes, to improve your workflows in order to become more efficient in the way that you do things without compromising on quality, then of course you're going to take back some of that time that you didn't previously have. So hopefully this is enough motivation to keep you focused on what really matters. And hopefully by the end of this, you will have enough improvements that you can actually take a break from some of the things that you were previously doing. Of course, I will let you choose whichever argument speaks the most to you. The most important takeaway is that there is help in the face of task automation and machine learning enabled automation for accelerating your performance, not only in SEO, but as a professional as well, regardless of the reason why you are doing it. And before we wrap this up, I also wanted to be quite transparent on what machine learning can and what it will do, and what it can't and what it won't do. So it isn't a magic silver bullet. It's not going to do everything for you. It's not here to replace your strategy, creativity, intuition, or you as an expertise in marketing. It will 100% save time by automating the tedious tasks so you can focus on what really matters. It will help enhance your analytical accuracy, especially whenever you're working with bigger data sets. It will also help you to discover patterns a lot quicker and to unlock insights that you didn't even know were possible for many of the tasks that we will be working with. And it will also help you scale the work that you are doing, helping you handle more before burning out in your role, or handle workloads that wouldn't even be possible to handle manually whenever you're working with million-page websites. And overall, it will enable you to do less, but get the same value out of the results that you have. But remember, this is still a tool. It is you that brings the expertise, the context, the strategic thinking that no machine can replicate. I want you to remember that because I think it's really important. So wrapping up, machine learning offers many advantages. It saves time, it enhances your accuracy, it scales your efforts, and it helps you stay ahead of the curve, especially at a time where staying ahead of the curve when it comes to AI and marketing is considered quite important. There are many valid reasons to explore machine learning enabled automation, whether it's out of curiosity, out of necessity, out of pressure. You will find something valuable as part of this course. My suggestion: start small, improve one task, automate one process, or experiment with one model, and that will still be a win. The compounding effects of all of these small wins over time will amaze you when it comes to the progress that you're making in this field. So pick your reason, lean into your curiosity wherever it takes you, and let's get started. In the next lesson, we'll talk about some of the specific skills that you might expect to gain, and we will wrap up by talking about the psychological mindset that I think is important for you to develop whenever you're jumping into learning something as complex as machine learning is. I'll see you in the next lesson, and thank you so much for watching.